All right, let's get started. We're going to start with some hands and arm positions. And then we'll do some hip work and stretch and get into a couple of basic movements. These classes are so quick, 30 minutes. I'm used to teaching at least an hour. So I got to kind of pace myself. Let's find our dancer pose. Feet typically underneath your shoulders. Pelvis is neutral, so I have an actual curve in my back. I have to kind of consciously think about tucking that pelvis underneath so it's nice and straight. And I want those shoulders down and back. We're going to go into, and knees are always soft and bent, never locked. We're going to take our arms here in first position, out kind of like in front of the belly button, and what I call space in the pit, keeping your arms open. And again, shoulders down and back, elbows wide. We're going to open up to a modified second position. Shoulders higher than elbows, higher than wrists, and opening up here. There we go. Knees are soft and bent. Good morning. Go ahead and hang in and join us. Then from here, I call third position. Let me turn around. Put your weight here on your left foot. Right foot is aligned here. Right hand framing the right hip. Shoulders down and back. Weight-bearing legs soft and bent. Third position, nice and tall. Nice. We're going to shift over to third on the other side. If you can please come in front of the cord. There you go. So toes aligned here. Left hand space here with this. Right hand. There we go. And open up that elbow. All right. Reach out here to fourth. And fourth on the other side. Shifting here. There we go. Right arm extended parallel to the ground. Arms up here. Nice. High hip position. Weight between both legs. And then low step. Very nice. We're going to go through the arms again, but we're going to do floreos. So go ahead and press your palm to your hand towards the mirror, towards me. And I want you to rotate your wrist outwards. Both of them going outwards. And isolating just that wrist movement. Middle finger and thumb can kind of come together. Circle both out, all the way around. There you go. We're going to do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Isolating just the wrist so that the elbows don't come. Now opening up to modified second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders higher than elbows, higher than wrists. So drop your hands down a little bit more. Shoulders down and back. Third position, weight here on the left side. Foot, 2, 3, 4. Circle, 2, 3, 4. Elbow high. And third on the other side. Keep that big leg. And circling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Reaching out to forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circling both wrists out. Your forearms will burn and the shoulders will burn. Fourth on the other side. 2, 3, 4. Circling out. Out. 2, 3, 4. Out. High grip. 1, 2, 3. Out. 2, 3, 4. Nice. Good. Low fifth position. Keeping those knees soft and bent. Out. Out. Very nice. We're going to try just, let's get our shimmy going. So knees forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Inner thighs will rub together. Knees or heels are flat on the ground. Open up hands to modified second position. And letting the knees go forward and back. Nice and steady. Sounds like a whole bunch of rattlesnakes in here. Good. As you keep that shimmy going, we're going to raise our hands up, but keeping that shimmy going, and then bringing them down the palm of the body as you keep those knees going forward and back. Make sure you breathe and relax. Good. We're going to do a drill I call shimmy shanga. I know I'm funny. Everything's going to be initiating with that right hip going up. Okay? Single hips. So finding that dancer pose again, arms open here. We're going to go up on the right, and then up on the left hip, directly up. Heels are flat on the ground, so the heels stay flat. And just move it in the oblique muscles here. Up on the left hip, up on the right. And you'll feel the weight shift to the left foot and then to the right foot. Just picking that hip up. It's actually more movement from the knees, but make sure that those heels are flat on the ground. It doesn't raise up. Left hip up, right hip up. Yep. Pushing that left hip up, squeezing that oblique here. Keeping those heels flat on the ground. Arms are out. Shoulders down their back. Left heel and right hip. We're going to go a little faster. We're going to go left and right and left hip and right hip up. Left. So keep, it's all in the knees bending and the oblique muscle. So the heels, the feet are all flat on the ground. Up and up, up. That's it. Much better, yeah. Left hip, right. Left, right. That's good timing. Nice. Just like you're hitting a drum with your hips. You're part of that. Boom. Boom. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You guys got it. We're going to do it double time that. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. Nice. Left and right. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Good. You can relax your hands a little bit lower. Chest lifted. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Nice. Good, ladies. Let's do double time back. Here we go. Left and right and left and right. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it into jello shimmy. So no counting. Just forward and back, reaching up. The shimmy's like your break. Breathing out. Keep it here. We're going to do double hip up. So widen this stance a little bit. Right, right, left, and left. 2 on the right. Right, and right. Shift the weight to the left foot and shift the weight to the right foot. And two hip ups going up, down, up, up, and up. Bump and bump. That's it. Arms open. There you go. Left, left, right, right, left, left. Good. So yeah, you can lift your foot up a little bit to feel that shift in the weight. To the right foot. Now step left foot. There you go. Right and left. Okay, good. Let's stretch. Go ahead and widen. Stand. You're welcome to take a couple steps forward. Yeah, we got all this space here. Don't worry, you won't be in the video. They won't see it. Breathe down. Reach down. Slowly come up. Each vertebra kind of like a cat back, tucking your pelvis and pulling the shoulder blades apart. Slowly. And we're going to bend the knees, inhaling in again. Reaching up and dropping down. Slowly coming up one more time. Tucking that pelvis like a cat back up. Nice. Make sure you take some breath. Third time. Reaching up this time, I want you to stay down. Drop down. Put your hands, if you can, to the ground. Or just straighten out the backs of the legs. Let's release any tension in your head. Shaking yes and no. Good. Just kind of hold here for a few seconds, taking some deep breaths. Go ahead and let's bend those knees. I want you to take your hands to your knees, and I want you to dip that right shoulder down as you look up at the ceiling, kind of pulling that right hip back parallel to the wall behind you. Take some deep breaths. Come through center and cat back. When I mean cat back, arch it, like tucking, there you go. And now dipping that left shoulder, looking up at the ceiling, pulling that left hip back. Good. Come through center, cut back, tucking the pelvis, pulling the shoulder blades apart, and one more time, dipping the right hands. One more time through center, tucking, cut back, and left. Good. Take that. Center yourself here. Reach that right arm up and over. Pulling that right hip back parallel to the wall behind you. Opening up your chest to the ceiling and really reaching over. Breathing. Another side. Go ahead and reach both hands up. Turn both feet over to the left. Parallel with one another. Flat back, reach down. Just you feel comfortable. Yeah, if you need to bend that front leg, go for it. I kind of like to rock my weight between front leg and back leg. Whatever feels good to you. Reaching up gently and over to the other side. Both feet over to the right. Flat back, drop down. Again, you can bend that front leg, bend the back leg, kind of rock between the two, get a good little stretch. Gently and slowly come up. Just kind of keep those knees soft. Put your right hand to your head, gently pulling down, and I want you to take that left shoulder away and opposite, pulling down to the ground in opposition. Take a deep breath. And release any tension breathing out. And I take a look inside of my head. Take that left shoulder up to the ear and then intentionally pull it down and away. Good. Let's go to the other side. Take that right shoulder up and then pull it away. Okay, now you can circle if you'd like. All the way around, just to the front. You can incorporate your torso. It's whatever you feel comfortable. At your own pace, whatever direction. Whatever feels good. I like to crack these. All right. Let's get moving. If you feel like you want to stretch something else out for a minute, go for it, or grab water because we're going to get moving. And it's already, oh my God. Okay. Our first movement we're going to do is called the ummi. Okay. The Egyptian ummi has the emphasis on that tuck in. So just to warm up our hips, we're going to practice doing the articulated ummi, like a hip diamond. So I want you to tuck your pelvis under. Yeah, tuck it. And then now take it to the left. So knees are always bent. Now take that pelvis and dip it back, dropping it, like tilting it forward. I know that's a funny position. And then to the right. So there's your diamond, right? Tucking forward, going to the left, releasing it back, and then to the right. Those are those 4 points. Let me get closer to the camera here. We're going to tuck our pelvis under, take the hips to the left, release the pelvis back, and to the side. Thinking of those 4 points like a diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck, left, release, right. Let's drill that, and then we'll start to smooth it out for that ummi. Let's do it to music, though. I'm already getting hot. So knees soft and bent, arms out relaxed. We're going to go counterclockwise, tuck left first. 5, 6, knees up, 6, 7. Okay, we're going to tuck, go left, release the pelvis back, go front. Tuck the pelvis, go to the left, release back, go right. Again, tuck and left, and release and right. A little faster. Tuck, left, back, right. Tuck, left, back, right. Tuck, left, back, right. That's it. Tuck, left, back, right. Tuck, left, left, right. Nice round three-dimensional circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 2, 3, 4. Tap. Almost like, kind of like doing hula, but it's more three-dimensional, right? Arms open. Tap. Tap. Tap, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 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 right. Tap, 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 right. These are constantly bending and straightening. Tap, 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 right. Tap, tap, tap. Beautiful. Tap, 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 right. Tap. There it is. Very nice. Let's shimmy that out, release. Yes. We're going to reverse direction and go clockwise. Let's articulate it first with a hip dive. Half time. We're going to touch, go right, release back, now left. Tap under, go right, release back. Now let's go faster. We're going to go tap, right, back, left. Tap, right, back, left. Tap, right, back, left. Tap to the right, back, left. Now move it out. Taking tap, right, back, left. Nice round three-dimensional circle. Tapping at the second to tap in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, right, back, left. Tap, right, back, left. Tap. Tap. So as we do lower body movements, there's a tendency to kind of tense up in the upper body. So just kind of relax. Tap. 4 count on these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Tap. So that initial movement is on the tap. Forward. Tap. And tap. Beautiful. Every so often, if I feel like tension in the hands, I'll do a little bit of those floreos just to make sure that I'm not tensing it. Yeah? Tap. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake it out. Good. Nice. How's it looking at home? Good? Okay. We're going to look at those onions, but just a little faster. So going to the left is a counterclockwise. And in Egyptian onion, that emphasis is on that tap in on the downbeat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do an emphasis on the back, 1, that's more Tahitian style, which is different than Middle Eastern, Egyptian style onion. So we're going to cut it down into 2 count onions. So I'm thinking tucking 1, 2, tap 3, 4, tap 5, 6, tap 7, 8. So 2 counts each one, yeah? You're going to feel one side might be easier than the other. It's always, for me, I like the counterclockwise versus the clockwise. But it's good to practice both ways. So let's give those, do some 2 count ummies, starting counterclockwise. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, here we go. Touch, around, touch, and touch. Touch, left, back, right. Touch, left, back, right. Touch, 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 touch. Nice. Watch the hands. Going counterclockwise around this way. Stir the pot this way. And then touch, relax, shake it up. Let's go the other way. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tuck right back, tuck right back, tuck right back, tuck. And shake it out, shake it out. Good. Let me check the time. All right, we're gonna move on to some hip drops. For sure you're belly dancing if you're hip hopping. We're gonna put our weight in what we refer to as a waqdanos, in Arabic meaning 1.5. Full weight on that one leg, half here, and keep that weight going like this. We're gonna just put our arms. We'll take a position. Let's do fourth position here. There we go. And we're gonna practice lifting our hip here in the oblique and dropping it down. Lift and drop, lift and drop, and then I'll make the variations as we go through there. All right, let's get focused on matching that beat with our hips. Now just focus on dropping down, 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 down. Good. Make sure you keep that knee bent. Down, down, down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shift over to the other side. Right here. Fourth position. Keep that weight very light. 5, 6, half time. We're gonna start with the lift and then drop. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. Faster and lift, drop. Lift and drop. Good. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. Nice. And dropping down, going down, and down, 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 down. There you go. Good. Down, down. 7, 8. Shimmy it out. Coming back here. We're going to release our legs every other one. And when I mean release, it's this foot. Yeah. It's like you're changing a soccer ball. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, lift, up. Down, lift, up. Down, and up. Up. Down, up. Down, up. So the hip is constantly goes down, 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 down. Keep your hands right here in place and just practice the drop down. Right here. Down, down, down. Every other one, we're going to release our legs. Let's try it. Down, kick, down, kick, down. So the hips constantly going down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And we're just releasing that foot on the floor. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shimmy it out. Switch weight to the right side here. Arms forward. Let's just get the hip drop going down. And then drop, 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 drop. Every other one, releasing that leg. Here we go. Down, up, out. Up, out. Down, up, shake out. Down, lift, shake. Down, lift, shake. Down, lift, shake. Down, lift, shake. Down, lift, out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shimmy it out. Good. Check the time. Okay. We've got 5 minutes left, so we're going to spend just a few minutes on some snake arms and then do a quick cool down stretch. So snake arm. Let's take it up to the upper body. I want you to think of 3 kind of essential movements: the shoulder lifting and dropping. Practice just waking that up, lift, drop, lift, drop. On the other side, left, lift, drop, lift, drop. You could almost think of it like tracks a little circle back, rolling it backwards. Let's try the right arm, rolling it back. So the snake arm will initiate with the shoulder, and then lift and drop your elbow. So if you have your arm out here in that modified second position, it's like there's a string attached to the elbow, and it's lifting it to the ceiling, dropping down, just kind of waking up, isolating that. Let's try the left side. Wake up, drop, lift, and drop. And let's think of the wrist now. Wrist lifting to the ceiling, drop, up, down, up, down. Wake up, I feel like a puppet now. Okay, so now we're going to think shoulder. As soon as the shoulder lifts, elbow, then the wrist. So those three movements. Tap just one arm. Right arm. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. That shoulder kind of rolls back a little bit. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Through the feet. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. It's going to burn. And it helps if you keep it like raised above chest level. Let's try the left arm. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, like a wave. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. It helps if you get into a Wadjanma stance position. And we're going to alternate. Shoulder, elbow, wrist on the right. Shoulder, elbow, wrist is one end, the other one's starting. So it's like one continuous fluid movement. Right arm into the left arm. I'm going to put on a little music just for a couple minutes. I know, are they burning yet? Here we go. Right, left, shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Right, left. Waiting through the burn yet? Right arm, left arm initiate. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! Okay, good. Let's roll it down and stretch out our lower back. You can grab onto your elbows. Kind of down with your belly onto your knees, bending your knees. You can sway or balance or just hang here. Good. Come up slowly and gently. Reach that right arm, bending the knees. And alternating, turning, start reaching the left to roll it out. All right. Ladies, through your 30 minutes flies by so fast. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us here. I know Sadie will be back, but it was nice to meet all of you. And have a good weekend. Don't forget that there is a newbie free pass. It's for any introductory classes, it's $30 or $35 for 30 classes, something like that. It's available online as well. Okay.